All right. Well, this article is not a long one, or at least it doesn't have a lot of information in it. But the NFL, which is the most popular sport in the USA, has decided to try and expand. It wants to go more international. We have baseball that's kind of gone international, or at least it has fans around the world who are now playing it, including in Korea. We have the other football, which Americans call soccer, being probably the worldwide most popular sport, I think. And now we have American football trying to take a slice of this pie, let's say. They're doing this by holding what they call like mini Super Bowls or mini sort of tournaments that is just a one-off game in different countries. They've had, I believe, ones in Brazil. They've had a lot in England, apparently not too much.
Well, yeah. I'm not there, so I don't know. Maybe there's a buzz these days.
Maybe there's a buzz.
I'm not there.
And they will be trying to head over to Spain soon. They're trying to get the buzz sort of started, a little like fan the sparks that of football in each country, by basically just doing heavy advertising. You know, like a lot of ads, a lot of like sponsorships in bars and stuff. Like, oh, look, you go to this pub and you'll see like all these Vikings colors, and they'll have the game there, and maybe it'll be a buy one get one, or a, you know, a happy hour but for 3 hours instead, however long a football game is, I don't remember, and stuff like that basically. So they're really trying to push it to many different other countries. Obviously, if they've had quite a few games in England, it can't be like that unpopular.
It can't be going that bad,
Yeah.
or they'd have quit.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, they wouldn't want to spend that much money just to have nothing happen. So there's got to be something going on there. Is it expats from America that are watching it mostly? Time will tell. But yeah, that's kind of the future of the NFL. They're trying to go international now, which is weird. I don't know why that's weird, but it's just so American.
Yeah,
It's
so uniquely American.
Yeah. Everything about it is very uniquely American that I don't know if everything translates.
Yes.
There may have to be some international changes to make it more palatable. Now, here's a very obvious question, though. Why do you think the NFL is trying to go international?
It's an easy one. It's money. It's money, isn't it?
else?
They want to
Yeah.
sell more TV rights. They want to sell the merch. They want more fans, more eyeballs means more money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basic. I mean, I think there's like nothing else to say. They want to have FIFA money.
Yeah. And to be fair, soccer does. I did that. I said that for you. Football does the same. You know, Manchester United and all the big Premiership teams, they go and play friendlies around the world. They do display matches, and they're trying to sell shirts, trying to get fans and clicks on YouTube and social media. It's a business. Yeah.
Is it Paris Saint-Germain?
Yes.
PSG, that's like super, like really trying to get into Korea these days.
Yeah,
seems
they
like.
did that collab with Paris Baguette.
Yeah, exactly. Now, obviously it's for money, but what problems might they face when they are bringing their game international?
For me, I think a big barrier for me is the rules. I think American football seems extremely complicated. There's always people, like they start and then half the team comes off the pitch and then they go back on the pitch, and it's not even called a pitch, is it? There's a lot of rules and terminology and things that I just don't understand. So they need to get out there with the word of how to understand it. What are the rules? What is going on the pitch? Otherwise, people will be, like I am, trying to watch it confused.
Yeah, there has to be an easier breakdown. I recognized this issue when I had a class with someone who asked about the rules of American football. I was like, oh yeah, it's pretty simple. You're basically just getting points for yourself, right? And then I started into it and I was like, oh, well, if you're doing it this way in this time, you have to actually follow. And then if you get the score here, it's only one, but if you get it, then it's 3.
Yeah, they're often carrying the ball, but sometimes they're kicking the ball.
Every time you get a second, but there's only 4. And,
And how many times
Never
do you have
mind.
to change players?
Yeah. It is complicated. So I think having these friendlies, actually that's a better name for it than mini Super Bowls. Get out of here. having these friendlies, I think it's a great idea to kind of introduce people, but there has to be some sort of like ease of entry for newer watchers.
Yeah, here are the basics, like just 3 rules that help you get most of it.
Yeah.
And then maybe later they can start to get you into the more detailed, like for soccer, the offside.
Yeah, that
you
took
don't
me a
need to
long
know
time.
that though.
Yeah.
You can have the basics without getting into the nitty-gritty.
Yeah.
Like with baseball as well. I don't understand the nitty-gritty, but I do understand that if he hits the ball and he runs all the way around, it's some points and that's good.
Yeah, exactly.
There is more to it which I don't understand, but I can still watch a baseball game.
Exactly. Yeah. And I can still watch a non-American football game. That's another problem. It's called football. In an international place where football is already another sport.
Yes. There's football and American football. I can see the confusion developing.
And then there's Australian football. Now, I really want to know about that.
There's Irish football too.
Irish
football. Oh no, Gaelic football they call it. Gaelic.
I feel like that's going to be with stones and a lot more hurt people. I don't know why, but I'm just feeling that right now.
Yes, they're lobbing bits of masonry at each other.
Sorry, Irish people. There's stereotypes out there, and that's one of them. Anyways, regardless of the stereotypes you have of different nations, we do have a nice list of English words that you can use in any of those English-speaking nations. Go ahead and memorize them and use them when you can, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Footprint.
Footprint.
Aim to.
Aim to.
Take over.
Take over.
Matchup.
Match up.
Honor.
Honor.